I wake up with Bo and Jim every morning.
Lone Star 92.5, Stevie Ray Vaughan, classic rock on the Bo and Jim Show. 8:26, the Chinaman is with us, going to be at Bloodapalooza. First of all, tell them again where Bloodapalooza is. It's a tattoo and rock and roll kind of event.
It's at the Sterling Hotel. If you've ever been to the San Sushi, which I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you lie! You lie! I know you lie! I know you lie!
I'm a swingers club.
No, not you!
You mean the new one or the old one?
Listen, we can tell stories on your ass, but we ain't gonna do it.
Women get them free on the weekends. Anyways, it's going to be there at the Sterling Hotel, right over across from the old stadium, right? Right near the old stadium. And they're going to have a bikini contest on the last night. And Sunrise Adams from Vivid Video is going to be one of the judges. Vinnie Paul is going to be one of the judges as well.
All right.
He's going to be doing some signing as well from 4 to 6.
Tell Vinnie we said hi.
Oh,
we don't see Vinnie that much.
He's doing awesome. Just bought a new house in Vegas.
Look at look at that.
He's got a place in Vegas and a place out here. So
oh,
I'm torn, man. I'm heading out that way direction too.
Oh, come on now. You can't give up your place here. Come on. So how has it been going otherwise? We don't get to see you but once,
I've been
twice.
driving on the road, and now I take a whole light system with me. You know what I mean?
You do?
Yeah, I got a light guy that travels with me. My Ninja from when I was 11 years old.
My Ninja.
Yeah, my Ninja. Dude, everyone should own one. Anyway,
Ninja, please.
Right, Ninja, thank you. Anyways, I bring him on the road with me. We got all kinds of strobes and washes. And we're trying to Vegas up the show.
Yeah.
And it gets discouraging. It's good to hear some good rock and roll music, man, because we don't get anything but country music when we're driving.
Oh, I know.
Trips. You know what I'm talking about?
George Jones singing White Lightning.
For real, and how depressing is that stuff? I heard a triple shot at Tim McGraw, and I wanted to triple freaking shoot myself. You know what I mean? It was one of these days you're gonna love me, and then we're gonna laugh a little, but one of these days you're gonna love me. I love you, man. I love you so much. You know, and then the next one, right? I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds with a comic with a Fu Manchu. Like you were dying. The last one pushed me over the edge, right? But please don't take the girl. Leave the girl. Just leave the girl. I had to find a soft shoulder to pull off onto and cry on. Yeah, right. And right then, I think I wrote a song for George Jones. I could probably sell that. I pulled over on a shoulder that was soft enough to cry on, wondering why she treated me that way. When I pulled over on that shoulder that was soft enough to cry on, she left me and now I'm here to stay.
Well, right there. Looks like pride of the backstretch. Heartache coming to the inside.
You know,
my tears are holding back and trying not to fall.
She was hotter than a tube. She was the fastest thing around. Any song that begins with, I stopped off at the Quick Sack for some beer and cigarettes. You don't get that. You don't get those kind of songs no more.
No, Aerosmith doesn't do any of that. No, absolutely not.
I stopped off at the Quick Sack for some beer and cigarettes. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
No.
Even though they should remake it. That would probably be a good remake.
I think it would be too, but nobody asks us nothing, man.
She was hotter than a $2 pistol. Yeah, that would be good.
Thank you, Steven Tyler. Oh, gee.
There's been some light drizzle around parts of the Metroplex this morning. You heard from the dog. He said there was a little drizzle out in Mesquite.
From the dog? Drizzle? For shizzle, my drizzle?
Yeah.
For shizzle, there's drizzle.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there is a chance of an isolated thunderstorm later on this afternoon, but look for a high today in the low 80s, 65 right now at Lone Star.
It's going to be windy. Our old friend the Chinaman is back, and you have an interesting theory about the family tree of rock and roll.
Well, you know what? I see all of these rock and roll acts, and you can always tell who their influences are. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons why I did not become a rock singer. I was influenced by music in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, there's not many, rock musicians,
You came on a little late.
Bon Jovi, Def Leppard. My parents wouldn't let me listen to Kiss or Ozzy because that was the devil's music.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we find out that they're not, he's not the freaking devil, he's a great freaking guy. I mean, wouldn't you love to have Ozzy Osbourne on your GPS? Wouldn't that be neat? Take a left in 500 yards. Exit right in 1.1 mile.
Yeah.
Sharon!
Ozzy
Recalculating. Sharon!
Ozzy wishes he was that easy to understand because he's not.
But my parents wouldn't let me listen to that. They let me listen to, Bon Jovi and Def Leppard. Those were safe rock and roll.
Oh,
But you'll never hear anybody nowadays, Korn or any of those bands out there. Hell yeah, we'd like to thank Bon Jovi and Def Leppard for their influence. I mean, we're going to this Bloodapalooza thing. There's over 60 bands there. You know what I mean? And all of these influences. Music is like a tree, all right?
Yeah.
You got your main tree trunk, and off that tree trunk comes all these branches. Take Pantera, a band, for instance, that with a lot of credibility. Influenced a lot of other bands out there. Godsmack, Disturbed, Drowning Pool, Chinaman. You know what I mean?
Chinaman,
You got your Chinaman branch off of the Pantera tree trunk. Now, for instance, you take a tree trunk like a Bon Jovi tree trunk, and you look at it. It's a beautiful tree trunk, but you look up, and there's nothing. You see two leaves way up there at the top. They're maple leaves. What is that? Ping! Nickelback. That's it. That's all that's on it.
Yeah.
Now you take a Def Leppard tree trunk, right? It's a beautiful tree trunk. You look up and you're like, there's no branches on this, and you start to think, wow, the drummer has more limbs than this tree. I didn't see that coming.
You're killing me. Oh, it's the Chinaman! Like I say, tell Vinny we said hi because we don't see him that much.
Will, man.
The Chinaman, everybody! On Lone Star 92.5.